Hey, what's up? My name is Henry and I'm an engineer, stock investor, real estate investor out of San Francisco. So today I'm going to be reacting to the School of Life's video on why there is no happily ever after. So that sounds interesting to me. I want to see what he got to say about this one. Why there is no happily ever after. I mean, I could see from a certain perspective, right? People, if everything's great, it doesn't last forever and people die, right? I guess. So let's see what he has to say. So let's get into it.
What most of us long for above all else is security, the sense that we are, at last, safe on the earth. We pin our hopes for security on a shifting array of targets: a happy relationship, a house, children, a good profession, public respect, a certain sum of money. When these are ours, we fervently believe we will finally be at peace. We may mock the term happily ever after, synonymous as it is with naive children's literature. But in practice, we do indeed tend to live as though we could, one day, somewhere over the horizon, reach a place of rest, satisfaction, and safety.
It's possible.
It's therefore worth trying to understand why happiness ever after should be congenitally so impossible. It isn't that we can't ever have a good relationship, a house, or a pension. We may well have all this and more. It's simply that these won't be able to deliver what we hope for from them. We will still worry in the arms of a kind and interesting partner. We will still fret in a well-appointed kitchen. Our terrors won't cease, whatever income we have. It can sound...
I don't know about it so far. I don't know. I think you could be perfectly happy and get past all of these emotional little things in life. I don't know. We'll see where this goes.
Implausible, especially when such goods are still very far out of our grasp. But we should trust this fundamental truth in order to make an honest peace with some rather forbidding facts about the human condition. We can never properly be secure, because so long as we're alive, we will be alert to danger and in some way exposed to risk. The only people with full security are the dead. The only people who can be...
Dude, okay? Going a little too far with that. Only dead people? Jamon, okay? I don't know about that, okay? Because I worked myself to a point where I feel secure now. I don't need to wait till later on. You can make it happen. Emotionally, financially, everything that's important in your life, you could make that happen. I don't know. You don't have to be dead for that. I don't think so.
Truly at peace are under the ground. Cemeteries are the only definitively calm places around. There is a certain nobility in coming to accept this fact and the unending nature of worry in our lives. We should both recognize the intensity of our desire for a happy endpoint and at the same time acknowledge the inbuilt reasons why it cannot be ours. We need to give up on what we can term the arrival fallacy, the conviction that there might be such a thing as a destination in the sense of a stable position beyond which we will no longer suffer, crave, and dread. The feeling that there must be such a point of arrival begins in childhood, with a longing for certain toys. Then the destination shifts, perhaps to love or career. Other popular destinations include children, family, fame, retirement, or even after the novel is published.
This sounds like destination inflation. Okay, you know how there's lifestyle inflation? Once you make more money, you start spending more. This is like your destination keeps shifting. I don't know. So far, I'm not agreeing because yes, that's true for a lot of people because they're stuck in maybe a certain mindset and it's not going the right direction. But I think there's plenty of people that can take control of their lives, right? Their emotions and not end up shifting the goalpost every time.
It isn't that such places don't exist. It's just that they aren't places that we can pull up at, settle in, feel adequately sheltered by, and never want to leave again. None of these zones is going to afford us with a sense that we have properly arrived. We will soon enough discover threats and restlessness anew. One response is to imagine that we may be craving the wrong things, that we should look elsewhere, perhaps to something more esoteric or high-minded, philosophy or beauty, community or art. But that is just as illusory. It doesn't matter what goals we have, they will never be enough. Life is simply a process of replacing one anxiety and one desire with another.
Yo, I'm a little surprised so far because I usually love these thoughtful videos. Like the ideas are pretty like spot on, but this one, I don't know. Is that a joke, dude? Okay, I'm waiting to see what happens to this one because the idea of feeling content and having goals is possible. I don't know. I'm definitely there. I'm just saying it took a while. It took a long time to figure it out mentally, but I don't know about this one.
No goal spares us renewed goal seeking. The only stable element in our lives is craving. The only destination is the journey. What are the implications of fully accepting this arrival fallacy? We can still have ambitions, but we'll have a certain ironic detachment about what's actually likely to happen if we fulfill them. We'll know the itch will start up again soon enough. Knowing the arrival fallacy will be subject to illusion, but at least aware of the fact. When we watch others striving, we may experience.
I think it's possible to, you set goals, and if you do reach them, to set bigger goals. That does happen, but I don't know if that equates to not ever being fully secure and happy. So I don't know.
Experience slightly less envy. It may look as if certain others have reached there, but we know they're still longing and worrying up there in the mansions of the rich and the luxury suites of CEOs.
Definitely
We should
happens.
naturally try to give the journey more attention. We should look out of the window and appreciate the view whenever we can. But we should
Definitely.
also understand why this can only ever be a partial solution. Our longing is too powerful a force. The greatest wisdom we're capable of is to know why true wisdom won't be fully possible, and instead pride ourselves on having at least a slight oversight on our madness. We can accept the ceaselessness of certain anxieties and rather than aim for a yogic calm state, serenely accept that we will never be definitively calm. Our goal should not be to
Okay.
banish anxiety, but to learn to manage, live well around, and when we can, heartily laugh at our anxious, longing state.
Wow. Okay. So this one, I gotta say, I did not really agree with. I think that, yeah, as humans, a lot of times we set goals and then we might set bigger goals. But I think at the end of the day, you gotta have, for me, I have a vision in mind, right? What I want out of life. And it's not that if I can achieve my vision, it's like an ongoing thing. Yes, your goals can be ongoing and you keep moving it to bigger and bigger goals. It's possible. It depends what it is. But it's definitely possible to be happy now. I don't have to wait until the future. Things are amazing now, even in a pandemic recession. Man, is there really no happily ever after according to the school of life? So let me know what you think. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.